Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's anyone watching it, but hello anyway. Oh yeah, 2 viewers. Hello, how you doing? Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I've been out. Oh, fuck off. Slowly. Will you lead me all the way? Will you sing me your song until I am ready for a love that kills? How you doing tonight? Anyone talking? Anyone talking in the chat? Or are you just perving on me? Come on, speak up. Was made, and I will speak to you in the language of dreams until love comes my way. A love that kills. This is the Walker Boys. Mike Scott, his name is. He's brilliant. He's a Scotsman. Myself, you know to my head. No, I'm still trying to get to the place where all life's withers over. Spill hello, Ansel Hauser. How you doing, mate? Ishtville. Cup refilled. For me, slowly. When you come knocking at my door, yeah, I'm going to be on for a few hours, ladies and gentlemen. Spread the news. Spread the news. Johnny's been drinking. And he wants a good night. I'm like Mr. Self-Destruct tonight. He's inspired me. I'm having a swig of tea and a swig of this just to wash it down. Kills. Yeah. Kill. Oh, my fucking alert's going off all over the place. Hold on, folks. It's just that. It was only YouTube telling as if I don't know already. Let's get a better song on, yeah? What can we have? Captain Crow. Captain Crow by the Dolmen. I quite like them. Hello everyone. If any of you want to chat, come on in. I don't know how to invite you. I don't know how to invite you onto the stream, but I'll have a chat with you. Fucking hell. Travis Perrick. I'm going to bed, Johnny. I'm getting a triple burger. Please turn 3. Hold the cheese. Don't want to get heart disease. I'm going to breakfast Tiffany's. Spot on. Thank you, Travis. Fucking amazing. You're mate. You're safe as fuck. Pure punk. Travis Perrick, everyone. What a legend. I'm 4 super chats away from doing a drunken dance. So I didn't expect anyone to super chat. It's 4 left. Who knows? Who knows what might happen? I'll do a little dance now, but it won't be as good as just in my pants. Brilliant, isn't it? I'm in the mood. Where's all my mates at? They fell asleep. Hansel Hauser. I miss you, Hansel. I miss you. I know I only met you once, but I miss you. You were a beautiful man. Fucking hell, I got a £5 super chat. I'm feeling blessed. Your Uncle Johnny's been away. He's been away for about, almost a year now? Since my last stream. Am I coming through all right? Can you just put a thumbs up in the chat if I'm not lagging or anything? Because I usually lag. I'm usually 10 seconds behind. I'm the man in the past. Did you notice Nazi Chewbacca? He's a Nazi. He's a bad boy. Nazi Chewbacca. Hail the Empire. You know, if I was in Star Wars, I would have worked for the Empire. I would have been one of their bounty hunters with Boba Fett. I wouldn't have been as good as him, but I'd have tagged along. I like Boba Fett. I always liked him. And the one with the weird head. Was it Bosk? Bosk. This is some good hillbilly music. For me. Ever find me? I will only let you down. Abu Khan, the baddest man in Pakistan. How you doing? I miss you too, mate. You got to come down from Birmingham and give me a visit. Met before. Do you know that really bugs me as well, right? This song is called You Don't Know Me, right? And that's one thing that peeves me off when people start talking to me like they know me, like I'm their brother or something, calling me bro. Fuck you, bro. Unless I share the womb with you, or I've said that you're one of my brothers, then we're not brothers. Don't call me bro. Alright? I'm not a millennial. I don't know what I'd be classed as. Am I Gen X? Gen X, I think. Let you down. This is my cousin. This is a song from my cousin. You might want to look him up. He's really big in England. Hello, Carbon. How you doing, brother? I'd invite you on, but it's a YouTube stream, and I don't know how. I don't know how to invite people on. I'm stuck on my Todd. Yeah, this is my cousin, right? Jamie T. Look him up on YouTube. Amazing artist. He's better than me. He's in the charts over here. He's released like 4 albums. I'm well jealous. But he's my cousin, so I've got to love him. Close. Our street lights. The long way home. She's a troubled soul. Oh, so troubled, but nobody knows. For now, I'm going to pin. Oh, I can't pin it. That's a shame. I was going to pin Mr. Traffic Parrot's super chat, but I like it and love it instead. I miss you, Carbon. I miss you, mate. And I miss the old Patrick as well, before the fame got to him. I miss the down-to-earth Pat, the one that I knew. Hail, Abu. Yeah, Uncle Johnny's on his own now. Fuck them all. My true brothers are the ones that check on me and talk to me. Anyone else? Oh, I came here being all nice, offering everything. From now on, the doors are shut, unless I fucking like ya. We've got to plan a stream together, mate. We will do. I'd even like to get on a stream with Pat again, but I don't on the Commandos, to be honest. It's not my scene. A bit commercial for me. But yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do a stream with Jacardi. As I was saying to Mr. Self-Destruct the other day, I've got nothing against you. I like Freddie Gumont, I like you, I like all of the Commanders, but it's not the Commandos I love. It's bastardised. But anyway, enough of that. It's good to see there's some people up. It's it's 11 minutes past 7 in the morning here. I've been out all night whoring, and I thought I'd come back. I was in a good mood, and I thought, fuck it, I'll try streaming, and it looks like it's working. She's smiling and you need her. Tell you that she's never alone. As long as Christopher's here. As long as Saint Christopher's here. Like that badge. Where's the badge? That one there. I got that when I went to meet Dennis Rodriguez in Bristol, England. It says, oh, ah. That's one of their sayings there. They're like hobbits. They speak like hobbits. They go, oh, ah. Yes, that's like one of their things. Oh, ah. That means like, oh, yeah. They go, oh, ah. Fuck off with your adverts. I don't want your adverts. I don't got my best and he was waiting for me. Rancid. One of my favourite bands. Some of my best mates. We remember too much of that day. Have you ever drunk Jägermeister? Do you know the Nazis used to use it for cough syrup back in the day? Not allowed. Sorry, Abu. I know it offends your people. It's not real. It's just a prop. Okay, it's a prop. There's nothing in it. See, you can't see any liquid at all. Pick up the ball, Mr. Bus Driver. Please let my people on. So what's going on then? So what's going on? I watched a bit of I think Liam was streaming earlier, wasn't he? I caught a bit of it. It's hard when you're out in the pub trying to watch a stream. But yeah, I'm going to be on for a few hours, ladies and gentlemen. If I get 4 more super chats, you will witness the world's most amazing underpants dance. Oh no, what have I done? Bollocks. Right, for some reason, what have I done? Right. I got rid of the chat for some reason. I don't know what I've done, but I cannot see the chat anymore. Yeah, I've fucked up the chat, I think. So no offence if I can't see you.
Yeah, sure. So what AI apps are you using at the moment? Currently, I'm using one called Dollar for my studies. Oh, incredible! I also use
Right. What I'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is
But do you know she has another function?
what can I do? How can I do it?
Tap the camera icon and upload a photo. Donor will then give you
Maybe
step-by-step instructions.
if I put YouTube on my computer, I might be able to read the chats on there. Maybe. Let's try that. Because all I've got now is a big box of me. I can't see the chat. So don't be offended if I'm not answering you. I've got to get my chat box back up somehow. Let's have a look. YouTube. Let's open another YouTube page. Am I still here? Can people still hear me? Right. Right, let's have a look. Let's get the chat up, maybe. Make a move, then you better come in. We're so thin. Stories that are true. Secrets to a good life. Know it when you're through. Cadillac. The boys are time bomb. Cadillac. The boys are time bomb. What they got? Yeah, alright. Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. Right, let's get rid of that. Right. Right then. What I'll do is I'll look at the chat on my phone. I did this before. It fucking pisses me off. I don't know how to even work YouTube streaming properly. People said you can invite people in, but I'm yet to see it. I don't know how to do it. Hello, Farley, Jay Farley, how you doing? I just got the chat up. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I'll just put my phone near there so I can see the chat. Tonight, I've had one super chat, ladies and gentlemen. If I get 4 more, sorry, then you will witness the world's best underpants dance. Oh, I'm dead. The world's best underpants dance from your host, Jonny Scab. Jonny Octavius Scab. In the flesh. It's been a while. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's weird. Because I've got my phone open, it's like lagging. So like it's showing me in slow motion. Right. Right, since I've got to use my phone. Let me see if I can get. I need music. I need music. I can't live without music. I use this, one of my special little gadgets. Right, it's actually a Baothang CB radio to listen into things, but it's also got like normal radio channels as well. So just try that. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. What's this? Oh, her name is Rio. Is that it? I went on yesterday. I went on Mr. Self-Destruct stream with Dr. Ben. I left and then Dennis Rodriguez came in, one of my brothers. Yeah, but it was a good stream. It was a good little stream. It got me back into it. I really missed them. Jay Farley, are you smoking? Am I smoking Amber Leaf? I am. Good. How did you know that? That's fucking weird, that is. How did you know that? Have you got a camera in my house? I am. Look. I am smoking Amber Leaf. You're a fucking psychic. Did I get that on the... Did I show that on the camera or what? Fucking hell. Farley's a psychic, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for him. He can read minds. That's perplexed me. How did you guess? I don't even normally smoke Amber Leaf either. That's the weird thing. That's not my brand. I usually smoke what's it called? Sterling tobacco. But this is like second choice. Well, everyone knows who her mum is now at college. You hear this, right? I bet this is different, isn't it, in American radio? I asked David Donnelly what he was smoking, and he told me. David Donnelly? You've lost me. Who's David Donnelly? Turning out a collar because I'm quite proud of the fact. Cool of the gang. That's very fitting. And 3 arrived after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, do any of you know who David Donnelly is? No? Hey, Cool in the Gang. This takes me back to my youth. He's a rocker. Well, I've never met him, so he can't be a punk rocker. I've met all the best punk rockers. Greatest Hits Radio. Although, I've got to say, the king of punk, the biggest person I've ever met and had the honour of sitting with and having a joint with and a drink around a campfire was Mr. Joe Strummer of The Clash, my all-time favourite artist. He was a down-to-earth bloke, an amazing bloke actually. A lot of stuff about Joe Strummer that you wouldn't have even known in the public unless you sat down and spoke to him. He had a very interesting life. Do any of you watching? I guess you've all heard of the Clash, haven't you? The Clash, Joe Strummer, Mick Jones, one of Britain's biggest punk bands. Well, they're not just punk, really. They kind of supersede punk. They're a bit of everything. But yeah, Joe Strummer, one of my, I don't idolise celebrities a lot, but he was one of my kind of idols, I guess. Sadly passed away in 2005, I think. I think something, it was around that time. Maybe 2002. I can't remember now. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it was one of the saddest days, one of my saddest days when John, my fellow John, died. Just so those of you that don't know, Joe Strummer was actually called John. He was one of the Johns. That was just his stage name, Joe Strummer. He was actually called John Mellor. But a lot of people, like most people, just called him Joe. I was fortunate enough to get to call him John. He was one of the Johns. He fought the law. Yeah, he did. You live in Norwich, Jay Farley. Oh, he lives in Norwich. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really go to Norwich. I'm from Manchester. I suppose that's kind of close to Norwich-ish. Well, it's not, is it? No, I don't think I've even been to Norwich. I'm in London, which is like right down the bottom of the country. Manchester, where I'm from, is like right up the top of the country. So I'm kind of like polar opposites. And I haven't been back to Manchester in probably about 2 years, 3 years now. There's not much for me there. Like Mr. Avery died a couple of years ago. He was my old boss and mentor. Any of you that have watched the BBC documentary about me, the interview that the BBC did with me on my channel, you'll know a bit more about my past. Like I'll tell you my life story on that. And Mr. Avery played a big part of my life. Mr. Avery was my first employer. He got me off the streets when I was homeless. Do you know what the hell? Sorry, I'm reading it off my phone. My eyes are pretty fucked because I'm drunk. Do you know where Havant is? Havant? No, I don't think I do. I thought I knew England pretty well, but we got some very obscure little villages. I'm always learning new places. Enlighten me. Where is Havant? Where is that? I'm guessing it's in England. Yeah, I've had a lot of people moaning at me lately, spreading a lot of hate. And Jonny's not like that. You know me. Anyone who knows Jonny properly, you know that if I'm mates with you, I'm one of the best mates you can have. I'm like selfless, really. Selfless commitment. And that's how I know when people come trying to attack me for clout, I know that they don't know me, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm one of the safest people in the world. It's way down near the water. Well, that clears it up. Way down near the water. England and Britain's an island. Everything's near the water. I live by the river. I know where you live, Abu. You're up from Commie Mark's area, aren't you? Somewhere around there. Have you ever met Commie Mark, Abu? Have you like spied on him just to check him out? Do you follow him around sometimes? I would if I lived in Birmingham. I'd just follow him around and haunt him and say, I wouldn't tell him I was following him. What I'd do is I'd follow him around all day, watch what he was doing, and then I'd message him on Facebook and say, what were you doing this for today? And he'd be like, what? How'd you know? Yeah, I've got my ways. Thank you, anyone who's tuning in. I've got 4 viewers. We had 8 earlier. I'm going to go on for another hour or so. Hopefully, some other people might come in. Hopefully, if you'd like to ask me any questions or anything, really, feel free. Feel free. Tonight, I am fully open. I'm fully open. I will speak 100% truth. So anything you ask me, be warned. Anything you ask me, you will get an answer. You might not like the answer, but you'll get an answer. Fire away. Ask me some truthful questions. Anything you want. This is your only chance, because I don't just answer like random questions from people. I usually got to respect you a bit to even want to talk to you. And especially if you're like 20 years younger than me. Like, no offence, but I've been here too long. I'm too long in the tooth to be listening to your opinions on life when I've already lived like 20, 30 years longer than you. How many masks do I have? I've got this one. I've got my one that I feel I use for movies when me and Bjorn are making movies. I've got 1, 2. I've got my Halloween one, and I've got one that I made for bonfire night. So that's 4 altogether. Not 3, 4, right? And some of them I will be auctioning off and selling in a couple of months. I'm going to be selling a lot of my artwork and some of my personal items. I might sell my jacket. It means a lot to me, but I couldn't let it go for less than like £50 because it's got a lot of memories, this jacket. This has been all over the world, right? This has been all over the world with me. It's travelled the world, honestly. It's fucking... If you have this jacket, there's no other jacket like this, right? This is a one-off. No one made it. It's all done by me over the years, right? It's nothing. It's not even that much on it, really. But it's sentimental to me. How many masks? Yeah, I've got 4 masks, and I like making masks, so I might make a few more. This one is from 1998. Is when I made this one. As you can see, it's getting a bit worn now. This one is, yeah. How old's that? 1998. This was made. So this is probably older than some of you lot. There's probably people in Comicsgate that are younger than my mask. And this ain't my original. This is my second mask I made in 1998. My original I made when I was a kid, but that got took off me because when I was in the juvenile detention centre, they wouldn't let me have my mask. They said they'd let me have it back when I got out, but they didn't. They chucked it away. They said it was a health hazard. They could smell it. So I had to make this beauty, right? When I came out and I was homeless, because obviously, you know why I wear a mask. It's not just to hide who I am. It's because I've got a hideous face condition. Like these parts of my face, I've got a very bad face condition. My skin's like peeling off. I'm like a zombie, basically. So yeah, it just holds me together. Very rare skin condition. I think there's only like, I think last time I checked, there was only like 20,000 people in the world with it. 4 masks. Any more questions? Fire away. Fire away. I'm on the Jaeger. Fucking hell, it's getting light out. It's getting fucking light out. The builders will be out soon up on that scaffolding. Imagine them looking through the window. They'll get a good sight, won't they? How many masks do you have? Is that it? Is that the only question people want to ask? I really like your rake tooth shorts. Thank you. I'm going to be making more of them. It's an ongoing series. Rape Tooth is my psychedelic series designed for mushroom trippers, right? Hope all is well. Hello, mate. How you doing, Dave? Fucking, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I hope you're well. I hope you're well as well. Yeah, Rape Tooth is actually doing really well here. It's doing all right. It's getting more views than certain Mail and Mysteries episodes. I suppose it's just is more appealing to people, isn't it? A lot of people do drugs, and you got to kind of be influenced by that sort of thing to enjoy it. I guess you got to be a bit trippy and psychedelic. Yeah. I'm surprised, right? None of you have asked me any more awkward questions. That's easy. How many masks have I got? You and Bjorn going to do any more reality podcasts? Yeah, we got to. No, we are going to do it because we got to. We promised the people that we'd make a boxcar racer, and it is slowly in production. People have given us super chats for it, so we can't let them down. The only reason me and Bjorn aren't releasing it regularly is because we both work, you see, and our hours kind of clash. Like Bjorn's got a very important job. You wouldn't think it, but he's a very important man. Whereas I'm not. Reality! Yeah, reality is never dead. Reality is reality. It's not got a set time now. I just bring it out when I want to. Like most of my shows, I guess. But I do appreciate you all tuning in. Obviously, a lot of you ain't seen me in a long time properly on a stream, on my own stream. Nazi Tube in the background there. And Mother Mary. Where is she? There she is. The Holy Mother. Because for those of you that don't know, what's that? What is your... Oh, I've got another question. What is my real job? My regular job? I suppose... how can I put it? I don't want to tell you exactly. Look, I can see Bjorn, a day trader, fancy day trader by day. No, he's actually Bjorn, right? I've said it a few times what Bjorn's job is. He don't mind people knowing. He's a teacher. He's actually a secondary school teacher, which is high school in America. And not just a teacher, he's got like degrees and stuff like that. What is my regular job? My regular job, all I can say, it involves working at night a lot of night work. Let's just say I watch people. Yeah, Bjorn's actually a teacher. Longshoreman. Longshoreman. What's that? I've heard of that. A longshoreman. Yeah, I work at nights, right? This is the only clues I'll give you. I work at night most of the time, and I work around the entertainment industry. That's all I can say. One day, when I finally take my mask off and show you my hideous face, when I want to retire, then you'll see my mask, you'll see my face, and I'll tell you my real job. But that's if I look, because I was planning, right? I was security. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, security. Yeah, close to that, Carbon. Professionally, I grow reefer professionally. Oh, you lucky bastard. I wish we could do that here in England. I'd have a fucking farm going. I'm actually, right, I was planning the other day, I was looking up how you claim asylum in countries, right? And I had a plan. I had a very, very good plan. I don't know if it'll work. What I was going to do, right, I was going to get a ticket to America. When I land at the airport, I'll beg to claim asylum from my communist government because I get persecuted here in England because of my political beliefs. So technically, that qualifies you for refugee status. So if any of my American mates can help me out and look up how I become an American citizen, then inbox me because I'm fucking fed up with this communist state. I want to go live over there with you lot. I'll claim asylum in the USA. Pledge my allegiance to King Trump with open arms. We got nothing left here. I don't even like the king anymore. It's cool. Bunch of BS, red tape, and yeah. You know, I bet there is. I bet there's a lot of stuff you've got to go through to become a legal grower. I got a mate who does it over in Spain because they're like that. That they're allowed to grow weed in Spain. He owns a weed club over there, actually, like a nightclub where they all smoke weed. Yeah, so the laws, I'm guessing, are very similar to that. Spain's very it's like Amsterdam nowadays. You can carry weed around, you can smoke it, you can grow up to 4 plants, I think, without a license. Like anyone can just grow 4 plants, but you need a license to grow more in Spain. And you can carry up to, like, I think it's about $40 or 40 quid's worth of weed, which is like, well, I don't know, like a quarter. That's very interesting, though. Handy to know a weed grower. You don't deliver to England, do you? Although, knowing my luck, they'd probably have me nicked at customs collecting it. I'd be in Starmer's gulag. Fucking Keir Starmer. Do all the rest of you lot think he's a wanker as well? All my friends in the chat. Any of you actually like the British Prime Minister? Or do you think he's a horrible fucking cunt as well, with a granny face? And he speaks like he's got like nasal problems. I'm Keir Starmer. I'm Keir Starmer. You've got to do what I say. I'm Keir Starmer. He's a right twat, right? I'm not going to say what I'd happily do because I'll get my channel destroyed. But you know what Jonny would do. Have it, you cunt. Oh, what's this? Another one. Shit, brother. If I could, I would. Part of being able to work legally. Yeah, I get ya. I saw him speaking on Parliament the other day on TV. Oh, poor you. It's like watching fucking paint dry, isn't it? Fucking Keir Starmer. Bring back fucking Boris Johnson. I thought he was bad. At least he had a laugh. Keir Starmer. I'd probably rather have Blair than Starmer. And that's saying something, right? I can't stand fucking Tony Blair. I don't know much about Starmer, raging leftist and feminists, from what I do know. Yeah, he's a communist. He's a communist, closet gay. He hires Ukrainian rent boys. It's been proven. Yeah, he's one of the most corrupt prime ministers in the history of England and Britain. But for some reason, the powers that be want him in power. because they want England or Britain to have a race war, I think. Whoever runs Keir Starmer, they want the left and right to fight. That's their plan. They're baiting the right, basically. They're baiting patriots with all this fucking LGBT, Black Lives Matter shit, right? Anything like that. They're just baiting us. They want us to go out and start stabbing people up. That's their plan. I did see a story about people trying to set his house on fire. Yeah. Fucking good job as well. Shame they didn't. And that sounds really cruel of me, but if you knew what he was like, you'd agree. He is basically Kim Jong-il, reincarnated. Do you know the minister is trying to get all cozy with China at the minute because he's pissed off with Trump? Yeah. Warn Trump, warn him. Starmer's planning on going against him. Because he's a cunt. He wants China to be the next. He wants to get all matey with China and bring loads of Chinese over here. Well, I ain't having that. Not as the leader of the English resistance. That won't be happening. They want total. Yeah, they do. They want collapse. He's a muppet. He is. Mostly now are aliens. I can only speak from what the US, but rather left or politicians are scumbags. Yeah, and most of them are, aren't they? Yeah, there are real English people left here, but most of them are like puckered up, tighter than a cat's ass. They don't want to say anything. If you say anything bad online, you get put in the gulag. We ain't got freedom of speech in England, not like you lot. We've got freedom of speech as long as that speech doesn't offend the government, basically. We can say what we want, but we have to accept the consequences. Whereas in America, you can have fucking Black Panthers walking around with guns in the streets and KKK marching with their hoods. You wouldn't get that here. They'd get fucking tear gassed if they tried that. Tear gassed and sent to the gulag. Fucking gulags. Oh, I was a fisherman. I sailed across the sea. What have we got here? Yep. Speak from what I see. Yeah, I think I caught up with the chat. 8 people tuned in. Good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking love you all. It's been a long time. Look, I've been here since it was dark. Right, it was dark about an hour ago. Now the sun is coming up behind me. A Nazi Chewbacca is welcoming the dawn, the new day. Yeah, I miss streaming. I miss streaming with people. It gets pretty boring doing it on your own. Nice and sunny now. No, not really. It's kind of like grey. It's like grey at the minute. It looks sunny on the camera, but nah, that's like out there. That's grey. That is. Damn near 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Fucking hell. At 1 a.m. in my country, what was I doing? I was down the pub at 1 a.m. singing karaoke, actually. I was on the karaoke. I sang Journey. We do this thing at the local pub where someone else gets to pick your song. You don't get to pick it. So you put your name down on the list, and then when it's your turn, the person before picks your song, so it gets carried on. Quite a good idea, I guess. It's random then, isn't it? Because if you were doing karaoke and you're like really good at one song, and you come on and you just request that song, you're going to look amazing, aren't you? So you don't know what you're going to sing. It's better like that, random. It's almost 3 a.m. where he is, where Farley is. We got 1 a.m., 3 a.m. Cool. I've got loads of international viewers. Hell yeah. Saw Johnny Journey a few years back. That little dude Kills on stage. Yeah, they're alright, aren't they? For a classic rock band. I've never seen them live. I'd like to. I've seen a lot of bands live. I was fortunate enough. I've seen fucking loads. I even seen Nirvana live when they came over here. When they came over to Britain. I didn't like Kurt Cobain's hair much because I didn't like hippies. I don't like hippies, see? And he looked a bit too hippie to me. But he put on a fucking good show. I'll give him that. Yeah, most of the major bands, I've seen a lot of them. I've roadied for a lot of them. I roadied for the Men Without Hats. I roadied for Elton, obviously. Only for a few weeks, mind. Yeah, quite a lot. Quite a lot of big bands. You were more into metal. I'm more into metal. I grew up in, yeah. Grew up on classic rock and country. I like classic rock and country as well. I love everything. Do you like Morrissey? Right. Morrissey. He's a weird one, right? Because he's classed as right wing by our media, right? They say he's a far right patriot because he says that England's not English anymore. It's full up with illegals, which is true. But on the other end of the scale, he's a vegan. And I can't stand fucking vegans. So I'm split, right? His music's all right. Bit depressing. I like about 3 of their songs. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. He's all right. I prefer his rival, to be honest, Robert Smith from The Cure. He's funnier. I like him more. He's not so depressing. Morrissey makes me want to slip my wrist sometimes. Although I do think he's got a few good classics. Very patriotic, so he gains points. He gains points with me for that. But he loses them for being a vegan. So he's like helter skelter. There you go. Do you like Morrissey? That's the question. Are you a Morrissey fan? And I did meet Morrissey once. He's not that nice a person I didn't meet him for that long, to be fair, so I didn't get to know him that well. But he didn't seem that nice. He seemed quite arrogant. But I guess a lot of people could say that about me. I come across as arrogant sometimes, but I just know I'm the best. It's different. As long as they keep that vegan shit to themselves, I don't care. I don't like being preached to by people. Yeah, I get ya. Not really. I do like the Smiths though. Yeah, to be fair, that's what I meant. I don't mind the Smiths. I've never really listened to much of Morris's solo stuff. When you said, "Do you like Morrissey?" I assumed you were asking about the Smiths because I've never really. There is actually one solo song from Morrissey that I've heard and I like, and it's called English Heart. English Heart. It was on one of the FIFA games back in the day. English Heart. Yeah, that was quite a good song. Still depressing, but good. 8 viewers. Fucking hell. What's happened? I'm popular today. 8 people. Thank you for tuning in, ladies, gentlemen, and everything else in between. Been a long time, hasn't it? Been a long time since you got to talk to Johnny. I do apologise for anyone that has been missing me. There's probably not a lot of people, but I genuinely do care about you. I've missed you all as well. I've missed chatting to my chatters. The sun is coming up in good old London town. Will the sun go down? Hopefully not. Life happens, man. Stoked to see you back though. Thanks, mate. I'm really thankful that you're tuning in. A lot of people just fucking fobbed me off. They thought, oh, Johnny's channel's dead. He's not coming back. Even people, right? Even people that I classed as friends don't even like me anymore. Some of them. And it's not that big a deal. It's just shocking, that's all. I mean, how could you not like me? I tried contacting Apple Pix to let him know you were on. Must be asleep. Yeah, Apple Pix. He I haven't actually spoke to him in a few months. Last thing I heard, he was getting more into his music and trying to move away from CG a little bit. He got replaced, really. He got kind of like taken over. Apple Pix was my first bearded hippie friend. Then I got Grey Cloudy Day kind of come along and took his place. And I love him just as much as well. Grey Cloudy Day, he's like a brother to me. He's he's the only person that's bought 2 t-shirts, right? 2 Johnny Scab t-shirts from my YouTube shop. You should all be buying Johnny Scab merch. And yet, Grey Cloud is my #1 fan. He's the only person in the world with Johnny Scab t-shirts. He's the first one. So those t-shirts are worth a lot of money. And I have updated my shop lately. There's some Rake Tooth merchandise in there. Grey Cloud is a good man. He is. That's how I found your channel. Oh, man, fair play. You found me through Grey Cloud. You must be cool then. Yeah, Grey Cloud's a very complicated man. He's got a heart of gold. He has a bit of depression now and again. I've got to cheer him up. Like, he has days where he says, oh, I can't be fucked to live anymore. And we've all felt like that, haven't we? At some point in our life. I've considered it many times, just ending it. But the optimist side of me doesn't allow me to. I guess I'm too hopeful. Those of you that know me, I recently actually I started studying to become a priest as well. And you won't believe that, you'll think I'm joking. But that is what I'm doing in my spare time as sort of a hobby. I am studying to become a Protestant priest. So yeah, I have found God in some ways. And I don't think I can't encourage things like that. If someone feels depressed and wants to kill himself, then I see it as my duty as a human being to win them back. You can't let them go on like that, you know. I survived. I still have mixed feelings about it. I survived my. Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah, it's not a nice thing. I've known people that have committed suicide. I've known people that have attempted it. And at the end of the day, you're kind of like, I see it as quite selfish to commit suicide. Like, all right, it's your life. You can choose to do it if you want. But think of all the people that you've touched, all the people that you've connected with in your lifetime. People undervalue themselves, right? They undervalue themselves. As an example, right? I bumped into through Brixton, and I was wearing my mask, and I thought, oh fucking hell, here we go, another one. And it was actually someone I knew from Manchester. Yeah, I'm talking when I was about 16, 17, years ago. Fucking hell, I wish I was that young again. Yeah, it was someone I helped when I was homeless in Manchester. he was actually getting beat up by a group of lads. It was another homeless man. Anyway, I dealt with them and saved him and helped him. And he remembered it. He fucking remembered it, right? I only seen him that one time. Little did I know that ever since that day, he's been following everything I've done. All the way from my first time online, when I joined the real life superhero community, and I was trolling Felix Jones and Phoenix Jones and all them. They know me. They fucking fear me over there. I'm sure you've heard about that, real life superheroes. Well, they've got their own online community, like what Comicsgate have got. And I was big in that. I was like one of their top. They called me a real life supervillain because I come in and I was questioning them, bugging them. Yeah. But yeah, he followed me all the way through my career. He said he'd even been to 2 of my gigs, and he tried to come and talk to me after the show, but I just fucked off and I didn't have time. Yeah, it really touched me. I was like, fucking hell. All these fucking years, and it meant that much to you. And I'd forgot about it. I'd forgot about it completely. It just goes to show, right, how much we can affect other people and not even notice, not even realise. You might not think you're worth something, right? You might think you're worthless. You might think there's no hope, no light at the end of the tunnel. But I tell you, anyone watching this, right, whoever feels like that, it's not fucking worth it, honestly. You only live once, right? We're all going to die. Just make the most of it. Make the most of it. Be happy. Do you know what I found when I was depressed and I wanted to kill myself, when I wanted to end it? The way I got out of it was by spreading love to other people. Like, I was like at the point where I wanted to do that. I went out and gave loads of like food and stuff to the homeless and people that needed help. And it was kind of like self gratification, I guess, but it made me feel better. And it made me think maybe I can do something to help other people. And I'm basically a clown, really. I'm a real life clown. I just want to entertain people. I want to make things. I want to do media. I want to make shows. I want to make people happy. I want to make people happy because the world's not got enough happiness, right? And it might not look like that sometimes. Oh, don't forget about the life superhero thing, real life superhero thing. Yeah, it's fucking deep. Their community, right? And I was in with them. I was one of them. You can ask them. If you know, you've probably heard about Master Legend. I had him on an interview. He was one of the real ones. You know what I mean? This guy, he wasn't like Phoenix Jones. He wasn't like dress up in muscle suit and all that. This bloke, Master Legend, fucking nutter, right? He used to break into crack houses in Florida, right? He'd go and just attack all the crack dealers in there. Just knock them out. Citizens arrest them. In fact, he got a commendation, right, from the Florida Sheriff's Department or whatever it was. And he's been made an honorary deputy because he took out about 3 crack houses in Florida. And people just see him as a nutter that dresses up as a superhero. But he's not. He's the real thing. And there's only a few of them, mind, the real ones. In their real life superhero community, I'd say about 90% of them are just charity people. They'll go out, give food and blankets to the homeless. Then you get like 10% that are proper nutters. They think they're Batman. They'll go out and fight real crime. And there was a guy like that over here in England as well. We had one called the Onyx Avenger. The Onyx Avenger. And he was a bad motherfucker, seriously. He made the news and everything. He went around kicking criminals and kicking their asses. Yeah, England had a few. They had Onyx Avenger, Night Prowler, I think. It was like 4 or 5. Lord Mole, he was another villain. He was from Birmingham, where Commie Mark's from. He was the villain of Birmingham. Yeah, in a weird way, I kind of miss interacting with them. But in another way, they're kind of all more mental than me. So like, I'm the sane one. Where's my Jaeger? The Onyx Avenger. That's a bad. Yeah, he had a really good costume as well. He used to wear like black armor with a bright yellow face mask. It looked creepy. He had like a yellow face mask. He had black armor with like little yellow highlights. He looked like a bumblebee. You could probably find him on Facebook. Go and type in the Onyx Avenger, or I think he went under the name Carl, Karl, Knight as in like a knight, or Nightingale. Might have been Carl Nightingale. Look him up, Onyx Avenger. Bad motherfucker. Seriously. And Master Legend. I think he goes by Steve something on his fake name. Steve something. Look these people up. They're very interesting. There's even documentaries about them on YouTube. Well, I'm glad I can keep you lot entertained. It's a weird time of day, isn't it? I guess like most of the Americans are winding down now. England's like just waking up. Is it legit body armor? Like, yeah, I think it is. Phoenix Jones and the Onyx Avenger and a handful of others used to wear like ballistic armor under their costumes and Kevlar. They had like a Kevlar jumpsuit and then they put ballistic armor over it. So yeah, they did have proper armor. They could take small arms fire. But I wouldn't say military grade. Probably just a bulletproof vest and some Kevlar. But yeah, they got into it. In fact, Phoenix Jones got caught out because he was a dodgy motherfucker. He got done for coke dealing, right? He was selling like pills or coke or something on the side and claiming to be a superhero and helping people. But he was also running this scam, right? Which I helped expose as a supervillain. He had this scam where he was getting new superheroes, people who wanted to be a superhero and join their community. And he was saying, "Oh yeah, send me like $100, and I'll give you some bulletproof a kit basically, bulletproof vest, Kevlar suit." He was promising people things like that, taking their money, then fucking them off. So yeah, Phoenix Jones, like he might have helped a few people occasionally in fights and stuff in Seattle. I think he was based in Seattle. Their group was called the Rain City Superhero Movement. They've all got their own gangs. There's one in each state in America. In California, you've got one called the Initiative. They're cunts. I don't like them. The Initiative. They're proper little woke commies, they are. If you look them up, Ryan Kai and Nate Bug. Dickheads. They're fucking... I can't stand them. Yeah, I could talk for hours about the real life superheroes. I've got all the inside gossip on them. I spent about 3 years worming my way into their community. In fact, that's how I know. Some of you might even see in my chat, occasionally, you get a guy called Felix Smith, you get Abu Khan, you get Kamikaze, and you get Hansel Hauser. Those 4 people I met whilst I was doing that. I met them in the real life superhero community and they followed me over because they liked me so much. They became fans of mine and good friends. I've met them in real life. Brilliant people. So yeah, if you see Abu Khan, little Arab man in here, he's sound as fuck. He's the baddest man in Pakistan. And you've got Hansel Hauser a German DJ. He does like techno and stuff. He's like the real life Bruno. You got Kamikaze. She's an artist, comic book artist, sketch artist, and graffiti artist, all sorts really. And you've got Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, Felix Smith, he was a very interesting man. You can look him up as well. He was actually an ex-MI6 agent in his career. He was about 80 years old when he is. He's probably like in his 80s now, if you're watching Mr. Smith, no offence. Yeah, you can look him up online. Felix Smith, the black suit. He's got a wiki, I think, a wiki page, wiki links or something. Very interesting man. Ex-government. Then he came online just to troll people and become some sort of villain. Very interesting. Scary as well, because he could literally like get your computer shut down. Right? I tried dissing Felix Smith once, right? Big mistake, right? One of the only people Jonny's frightened of, ever. I dissed him, right? I thought he was a joke. I thought, yeah, as if you were a fucking MI6 agent. You're just making it up. 3 days later, knock on my door. Hello, who's this? I look through the spy hole. There's 2 blokes wearing black suits, right? I didn't answer the door, right? I went away. They left a letter. And I'm not going to tell you what was in this letter. But from that forward, me and Felix Smith have been best friends. Right. The Master Mason, indeed. Felix Smith, the black suit. You look him up. He's a real life fucking joker, he is. He's a real supervillain. You don't fuck with Felix. Honestly. I'm not even joking with you. If you live in London, you probably would have heard of Felix Smith. What's this question? God damn, he done sent the basically, right? Basically like Men in Black, right? And like you said, I'm not frightened of any human, right? One-on-one. Just stab them up. But these guys, right? These guys, this was different, right? This was ominous. Yeah. So yeah, hello Felix, hello Abu, anyone else is watching. Yeah, they're very good friends of mine. And you'll also hear a lot of bollocks as well about them. People that don't know them, people that ain't met them. 9 viewers. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8:11 a.m. here, 11 minutes past 8. Jonny's still awake, still loving life. Right. I've only had 1 super chat out of my 5 super chat goal so far. If we can get 4 more in, ladies and gentlemen, then I will do the world's best underpants dance. You can screenshot it, you can record it, whatever. All right? 4 more super chats and we're away. I'll end the show on it. It'll be spectacular. There's no way I'll get this show monetized after. I can't anyway. But it'll be spectacular. So if anyone would like to send a small super chat, feel free. If not, no worries. Let's just have a chat. Anyone want to ask me a question? Anyone want to talk about anything? Carry on. I would love to get you on the show. But as I said before, I don't know how to do it on YouTube. I don't know how to send out the link. It's not that user friendly going straight through YouTube. And I don't use StreamYard anymore because it's too expensive. I can't justify paying for StreamYard when I'm not making enough money off my channel. It's kind of a catch 32 sort of thing. I don't know, catch some up, right? If I could, I would do this as a job. I'd come on every day and cheer you all up, I put extra effort into it as well. If it was my job, I'd have to. I'd have to be working, releasing a video every day. I'd love to do that. But in reality, that probably ain't going to happen, is it? So I've got to keep my... Well, I've got to keep my... what's this? I've been alerted again. Top stories. Oh, rain. Rain expected. I just had a weather update. No fucking shit, Sherlock. Fucking horrible. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was hoping that I'm hoping I can keep this going another hour or two. I'm very tired and I'm very drunk. You won't notice that because you don't really notice Johnny when he's drunk. I was kind of born drunk. Like, StreamYard got really greedy. Yeah, I agree. It's not worth. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I knew he'd do it. Well done, Dennis. Hell, Johnny Scab and chat. This is my brother. Brother from another mother. Dennis Rodriguez. Say hello to Dennis, everyone. Now, this man is actually, I met him last year. Right? He flew all the way over from Germany just to see me, just to see this ugly mug. And he got to meet me without my mask. We got a photo together. He's a brilliant man. One of the nicest, kindest, intelligent, down-to-earth people I've ever met. Instantly just got on. No awkward moments, nothing. Thank you, Dennis. Mi hermano. Is that how you say it? Hermano? Hermano. I think that's right. Brother. Is that Mexican or Spanish? Spanish, isn't it? Hermano. Hell. Thank you. So we are two down, two super chats down. Oh, that was a message. That was one of Dennis's free messages. I'll count that as a super chat. All right. So there you go. Dennis has just helped you out. There's only 3 more to go. It says 5, but there's only 3. When you're a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen, which, by the way, my channel memberships are the cheapest you'll ever find anywhere. Literally is like the price of a pack of fags, if that. Right? Go get yourself on it. Once I've got 20 members, I've got something very, very special planned for my members. But I need 20 members to release it. We're almost halfway there. Get the memberships in. In Spanish, yes. It's Spanish, yes. Hermano, yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I was getting it confused because Mexicans kind of like Spanish, innit? But they got their own like slang, haven't they? It's a bit changed. Hermano. You say it right. I get ya. Hermano. Buenos dias, hermano. I'd make a good Spanish bandit, wouldn't I? Buenos dias, gringo. Gringo. Hermano. See, Carbon agrees. Imagine me and you, Carbon, as Mexican bandits. We'd be like, hey, hermano. Dennis could be our leader. Dennis could have the biggest sombrero. The one with the biggest sombrero is always the leader. Look for the man with the biggest hat. We'd actually be pretty good, though. We'd probably get rich being Mexican bandits. Scary as well. I'd wear my mask. You lot could wear your bandanas over your face like proper bandits. I'll wear my mask just to creep them out. They'll think I'm some kind of demon or voodoo priest or something. Hey, hermano! A mariachi band. Yeah, that's a good idea. Have you watched Desperado with Antonio Banderas? Amazing film. Fucking love that film. Desperado. And Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is like the sequel. Brilliant films. Brilliant. Yeah, some of my favourite films they are. Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Got to get you a poncho that looks like an English flag. Yeah, that'd be good. Damn good movie. Yeah. Another film I like, it's a little bit like that. Well, it's a Western, really. I suppose Desperado's not really a Western as such. It's like a modern kind of Western. But yeah, Young Guns. Young Guns. Fucking brilliant movies. Do you look like Young Guns? Doc Scurlock and Billy the Kid and all that. I love Billy the Kid. Emilio Estevez played him really well. You ever see Young Guns? Was that a stupid question? Oh, you typed that before I said about it, didn't you? Yeah, great minds. I love all the classics. I got some amazing. I love films and movies. I'm going to do some more. If you missed it, I think last week I released a video and it was Johnny Scab's classic movie moments where I go through certain scenes in films. So yeah, there's only one episode so far, but that is going to be an ongoing thing as well. Go look it up. It was all right. It's quite good. Yeah, Desperado, Young Guns. What's the other one? Can anyone help me? Right, I need the title of a film. It's got Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman in it, right? And in one of the scenes, they're defending this whorehouse from these baddies. I can't think of the name. Unforgiven, Abu Khan. Yeah, that's it. Abu Khan, straight on it. Great minds, great minds. Unforgiven. Go watch that. Brilliant, brilliant film. Fucking love Clint Eastwood. He's like top geezer. If I was American, I'd be like him. A grumpy old man sat on my porch, swearing at people. Yeah, fuck up my yard, motherfucker. Unforgiven. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that later. Go look that up. Let's talk some more. Let's talk some more classic movies. Let me think of one. Have you ever watched Sexy Beast? Ray Winston. Sexy Beast. It's about a London gangster. If you haven't, I suggest you look it up. You might understand Jonny a little bit more if you watch that. We're No Angels. Sean Penn and Robert De Niro. No, I haven't. But I like. I used to like De Niro. I used to love him. Like his old stuff. I like him as an actor, but I don't like his political view, De Niro. I'm more of a Pacino fan, personally. Pacino, you can't beat Pacino. But no, I haven't seen that one. I like Sean Penn. Sean Penn's good. Have you ever watched Dr. Zhivago? I grew up listening to the soundtrack. I haven't. I should as well because they mention that. They mentioned Dr. Zhivago in my all-time favourite film, True Romance. The director talks about that in the film. They quote it. Oh man, it's a great one. I want to say early 90s. Yeah. Dr. Zhivago's, that's not the one where you got a doctor on an island making loads of mutants, is it? Is that, am I thinking of something else? There's like this one where he got like a weird island, and there's a weird doctor turning people into like manimals. Or am I dreaming that? I can't remember. There's another one as well, isn't there? The plane, the plane. That little midget man. What was that on? Was that James Bond or something? The plane, the plane. The island of Doctor. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. I've watched that. That's what I thought it was. No, I'm not. I'm going to look it up though, Dennis. If you recommended it, got to be good. And I'm going to look up that Sean Penn film as well. Thank you for that, Mr. David. The man with the golden gun. Yeah, Scaramanga. The little midget works for him, does he? The plane, the plane. Yeah, I always remember that. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because Bjorn always does it when he sees a short person in the pub. Literally, right? We were down our local pub, probably about 3 years ago, right? And this little dwarf man walks in. Someone with dwarfism. Bjorn stands up at his table and goes, the plane, the plane! Points at him. I thought it was bang out of order. Tattoo. Tattoo. Is that another film? Tattoo. Yeah. Bjorn's a bit of a loose cannon when you take him to a pub. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump. Bjorn is like a box of chocolates. One of my guilty pleasures is Memoirs of a Geisha. Memoirs of a Geisha. That sounds a little bit gay, but I'll look it up. A geisha. Ain't that a Japanese prostitute? A geisha. Or like, not a prostitute, like a servant woman. Like a maid. Am I right or am I wrong? I've heard of the word. A geisha is something to do with Japanese, isn't it? It's the samurais and stuff. Fucking hell. Number 3. We got 3 now, because I classed the first one. The plane was from Fantasy Island. Some actor, yeah. Fantasy Island, yeah. There was a dwarf in the Golden Gun, though, wasn't there? Was that? I'm confused now. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for the super chat, mate. You do a lot. You do a lot for my channel. Fucking Dennis pretty much helps fund my channel at this point. But yeah, it is growing back. I am getting a few more members again. Miss Barb Rogers, one of my very close friends as well. I love Barb. She gave away like 5 memberships, a couple of on one of my live premieres. I'd say Dennis, Adam Webber as well. He's always sending me stuff. Adam Webber. I got all of you lot really. You're all loyals, aren't you? You're all beautiful people. Bro really does sound fruity, but it's a solid film. Fruity. Is that an American term for gay? A fruit. Fruity. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? I've heard that. Fruity. We don't really use that over here. Fruity. You're getting fruity with me. Yeah, I suppose. It's an old word. Is a fucked up to be Russian and be called Sergei, spelt Serbian in Spanish, and gay. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I didn't think of that. Gay. Can you do a Chewbacca impression, Johnny? Not properly, no. I'll try. That fucked my throat up. No, I can't do it that well. That's about as good as you're going to get, Dennis. I tried. God, that really fucks your throat up. I need some Jaeger. God. That'll wake you up. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's my best Chewbacca. When I'm next on stream with you, Dennis, when I go on Mr. Self-Destruct stream next, or Ben's, and you're on, I want to hear your Chewbacca. I used to do those and change it my friend. Brilliant. I like that. Shager. Interesting fact for those of you that like to learn about the Nazis. Jägermeister, very popular drink in England now. People drink it with Red Bull. They have shots. It was actually a German cough medicine. When it was first invented, Germans used to use it as a medicine for when you had a cold or a flu. True, you can look it up. I'm not bullshitting you. And you know, McVitie's, there's some biscuits, right? I think you call them cookies in America. We got biscuits over here called McVitie's Digestives, right? And they're like one of the most popular cookies in England. But they started off as a medical thing to help you move your bowels, to give you fibre. Most foods and drinks that we drink and eat today started off as medicinal. Interesting. I guess you'd know that, wouldn't you, Dennis? Being a doctor. You must have heard about the Jägermeister. Notice how there's no S used to spell it. I didn't know. You're right. See, that's just a Cockney thing. We call it Jägermeister. It's not even how you say it, is it? I never even read it. Fucking hell. My whole life I've been calling it Jägermeister. There's no S in it. Cool symbol though, isn't it? The holy stag. Fucking hell, you taught me something. No S in it. Well, you learn something new every day. Yeah, I'm not making that up. You can look it up. It is a fact. Type in whatever this is. I call it Jägermeister. Look up the history of that. It started off as like something to stop you coughing. Probably got people too fucked. They were just like fucked out their heads. So they didn't feel ill anymore. Like how some parents give their babies a little shot of whiskey, don't they? Just to help them sleep. You're not really allowed to do that in England. That's child abuse, but it still goes on. Never did me any harm. My old man used to chuck half a bottle of Jack Daniels in my pram. Kept me quiet. I'll tell you one drink I would never drink again, though. Ever. You couldn't pay me any money in the world to drink it. Pernod. Fucking Pernod. Disgusting. One of my mates tricked me into downing half a bottle of it before. They said, you can't smell it. You got to down half the bottle. You can't stop. Put it this way, they want my mate after. Right. It's been almost a decade since I had a Jaeger bomb. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't really have, as you can see, I don't have Jaeger bombs. I just drink Jaeger straight. Not all the time. This is rare. I don't normally. I just thought, fuck it, why not? I'm usually a whiskey man. Whiskey's my go-to drink, really, mainly. That's in old-timey S. Oh, there we go. Look at this. This has become a Jägermeister stream now, look. It's an old-timey S. Oh, you could be right. You could be right. Like the SS. It's not like a lightning bolt S. It looks, yeah. Yeah, you could be right. I don't know. I'm confused now. I'll have to look it up a bit further. I think mainly sake. Mainly sake now. God, this has actually turned out a bit better than I was expecting. 10 people. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are, you beautiful people. This is your Uncle Jonny tuning in all the way from merry old England. Smoggy London with scaffolding behind me. True working class art. Got Bjorn up on the wall there, watching over me like an old perv. I got a little version of me just there, look, with me Tommy gun. Nazi Chewbacca. You're a naughty boy. I haven't got a good backdrop yet. I'm gonna Dr. Ben did this piece of art of me in one of his comics, and I'm gonna get it put on a canvas and put behind me. I really liked it. It was like Jack the Ripper kind of art. Looks like, what have we got here? Looks like lowercase r to me, but you might be right. Oh no, they're arguing now. Sake. Yeah, sake. I've had sake. Oh, I've had sake. That's nice. I can handle that, believe it or not. But I think my body's sort of adapted to spirits. Because if I drink like lagers or ales, then I get too like gassy and I puke. But I could drink a bottle of whiskey or Jägermeister all night and not feel ill. It's weird. I don't get hangovers off of spirits. I get really bad hangovers off of lagers and ales. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back in about 1.5 minutes. I've got to go through a few rooms and take a slash. All right, I've got to take a piss because I've been drinking a lot. So bear with me. I'll try and leave the radio on for you whilst I go, just so you ain't bored. Because it is a bit shit, innit, listening to like quiet, watching nothing. I know what it's like. I know people that have done that on streams. People that drink too much and just fall asleep on the floor. It happens. It's life. Oh, what a tune! You lucky fuckers. Love it tender, he's crying in the house. So sweet and true, always wanting more, eating and longing for. Like velvet, I lean on his smile. Like velvet, I saw southern style. And you really just let her bring us to your knees. Like velvet, if you please. Every word, every song that he sings for you. Welcome back. I have relieved myself. I watched part of your appearance during Self-Destruct stream, but seems you deleted it or made it private. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't get a chance to record it. He might have been, well, a lot of it he was, yeah. No, it was fun. I don't know why. Maybe he's privated it. Oh, the whole stream. Oh, that's shit. Just ask him about it. I'm sure he might unprivate it for you. Maybe it's because we weren't being that nice. We were, well, especially me, I must admit, we might have made a few people cry by telling the truth. So that's why he privated it. Because for those that were watching, I was very honest. You'll have to ask Mr. Self-Destruct. Or as I'm getting fed up of having to say Mr. Self-Destruct all the time. So I might just start calling him Dave. He does that regularly with his streams. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Is he? I don't know if you we need to get Mr. Self-Destruct and Dr. Ben monetized. We need to get them monetized. They need some help, I think. Why not? That's going to be my aim now. I did it for Patrick Quinlan. He got monetized because I sent like 1,000 people over to sub to him or whatever. I spread his page around Facebook, right? 98 different fucking groups I shared his page in. Within a week, he had about 400, 500, 600 subscribers. I'll do that for Dr. Ben and Mr. Self-Destruct. It's bound to work. Making your mind. This is a bit of a gay song, isn't it? Maggie! The Iron Lady. We will never surrender. We'll fight them on the fucking beaches. We'll fight them in the air. That's where I come from. The bulldog breed. Good old Maggie. You know what, right? When I was growing up, I fell for all the propaganda about Maggie Thatcher. When I was younger, I voted Labour. I was a Labour man. Then the older I got and the more responsibility I started having, I realised that the left-wing way of thinking just don't work in the world. So I had to move over to the right. I think as people grow up and mature, they naturally become more conservative. I think that's just a given. Yeah, I see them as heroes. Two of the greatest prime ministers we've ever had, ever. And not just because they're conservatives. I would have loved those people, no matter what party they were in. They were just fucking legends. They stood up for what they believed in. You weren't telling Maggie Thatcher what to do. She was like, fuck you. We won't negotiate with terrorists. You're having the fucking iron fist of the Iron Lady, you cunt. First woman I thought, yeah, she got some balls. Apologies if you're from Argentina. I'm sure you won't like her very much. Is this the issue? It is. The issue is you are not. Yeah. Yeah, I get you, Dennis. Definitely. In fact, you know that because you use the quote, don't you? You use that if you're a communist, if you're not a communist when you're young, you're heartless. If you're a communist when you're old, you're brainless. Not in those words, but I get you. Very true. Yeah, I think it's just pumped into you. It's what every school and college wants you to think. The left way of thinking. That is the system's way of thinking. Once you get out of the matrix, as in like you're not in school anymore, you're not under the command of someone you're learning from. Once you escape the matrix, then you realise it's not worth it. You need to be a capitalist. You need to be a conservative. You need to have love for your country. We need borders. We need fucking rules. You know what I mean? Otherwise, there's a fucking hullabaloo, innit? Like, what's all this hullabaloo? The world will just be a bit of hullabaloo. Argentinians at this point know their military just invaded Falklands just to keep itself alive. Know that, yeah. Well, they didn't fare too well, did they, the RGs? They give it the big one, didn't they? They're like, yeah, we'll fight ya. What did we do? We just sent the SAS and the Gurkhas over there. They surrendered when they heard the Gurkhas were coming. Yes, the British Army do have Gurkhas that fight for us. Basically modern day ninjas. They carry little fucking machetes and they'll sneak up on you and slit your throat. That's why people fear the British. Our military incorporates the best of the British Empire. Not only have we got the world's best Special Forces unit, the SAS, and SBS, Special Boat Service, two of the world's special greatest elites, we also have the Gurkhas. There's only about 3 countries, maybe 4 in the world that use the Gurkhas, and we're one of them. Boogaloo! Electric Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo. Making your mind up. Making your mind up. We still got 8 people watching into the early hours of the morning. This is Radio Scab on Jonny Talks Jive. How are you lovely lot doing? What have we got? What have we got on the jam? What can I pick up? This is cheesy. No, I can't do this. No. I'll try. I can't listen to that. Wait for them to come up. Boogaloo! Oh, that's better. That's a bit of me, that is. Much more relaxing. This is the sort of thing I'd play if I was a medieval lord. sat on my throne, surveying my kingdom. Imagine it. This is my soundtrack, right? The king walks out onto the balcony, takes a seat in his royal chair. The camera pans in to my regal face as I look out across my empire. Then I raise my hand. And I soak up the cheers of the people. They stand, they cheer, they scream, and I am calm. I like that. Spanish guitar, that is. Dude, you should get you a hurdy-gurdy. I don't know what that is. Hurdy-gurdy? Isn't that like what the Muppets used to say? Hurdy-gurdy. I'll have to look that up. A medieval instrument. Oh yeah. I'll have a bit of that. I love a bit of medieval.
Classic FM.
Classic FM. I do love a bit of classic. It's the sort of music you could kill people to, isn't it? Dramatic. Ominous. What's that, Abu? It's you have a medieval instrument. I'm sure you do. You got a lot of cool old Arab artifacts. In fact, Abu, I was going to ask if you can, when you get a chance, you got my address. Can you send me one of those Muslim dresses that they wear? I've got a mission I need to do, and I need to go a bit incognito and disguise as an Arab man. Can you kit me out with the gear and give me some tips on how to grow my beard? Because I've heard all Muslims like a fistful of beard. I was watching a Muslim preacher, and he said, "You are not a real Muslim unless you have a fistful of beard." So whenever I see Muslims now and they haven't got a fistful of beard, I go, "Oh, you're not a real Muslim. You ain't got a fistful of beard like Allah said. Suck on that." Yeah, seriously though, Abu, you know the postal address. Send me one of their dresses. Or a burqa. A burqa would do. Yeah, the Mario tune. It always fucks things up for me. I've got to change it. That's my alerts on my phone. For everything. Every alert does that. It's too much. Too much. Gets to me. Ruins everything. You ruins it. Ruins it. Stupid fat hobbitses. Stupid fat hobbitses. Callum. Peter Jackson should have hired me to be in Lord of the Rings. I'd have made a fucking amazing orc. Oh, what about their legs? I don't need those. Gollum. Oh shit, that is Gollum. Gollum, Gollum. You stupid fat hobbitses. Gollum. Ruins it. Ruins it. I got possessed by Andy Serkis. I told ya, right? I'm not just blowing my own trumpet, but I do voiceovers as well. I like doing voice acting, as you can tell from Made in Mysteries. I did Cecil, Captain Chokeout, and about 6 or 7 others. I love it. It was one of my talents in school. The teachers used to hate it. I'd always get my Pakistani friend in trouble because I could do his voice perfectly. And then we only had one Pakistani kid in our class. So whenever the teacher had their back turned to us, I'd go, "Andrew, come again." And he'd instantly think it was the Paki kid. "Andrew, come again."
That was the Richard Hickox Orchestra.
Andrew, come again.
Conducting. This is classic FM. Writers, they say, have that thing, don't they, called in medias res. Start your.
You don't mind me calling him that either. I'm mates with him. Pakistanis don't mind being called Paki for sure, if you're friends with them. It can be friendly or derogatory. Nah, it wasn't you, Abu. He wasn't as cool as you. His name was, oh, what was his name? Fucking hell. I'm thinking of you now, Abu. You've put it in my head. I'm picturing you instead of him. It was close to Abu as well. Abdul. His name was Abdul. Close. He might have been a relative. You're from Pakistan as well, ain't you? Probably was a relative. Did you have a relative? Abu? Like your family live in Birmingham. Have you got any relatives in Manchester? Because it could have actually been a relative. I had an Asian friend growing up and just called him China. Pretty sure he's Korean though. Oh well. As long as he didn't care, as long as he was your mate, it doesn't matter, does it? I'm half black myself. You wouldn't think it. Look at me. I'm like Snow White. My dad was Jamaican. Full-fledged Jamaican, fucking blacker than black. But I just picked up the Scottish gene off my mum. Snow White. Snowflake. I'm pale. You wouldn't know it, would you? I don't get all funny about it. I got no chips on my shoulders. I'm just proud to be a mongrel. I have cousins here, but not in Manchester. Ah. I've only got, I used to have a lot of cousins when I was younger. A lot of them are dead now. I've probably got about 3 cousins left. One of them's a famous singer, and one of them's a builder. And I think one of them works in a post office somewhere. Nothing glamorous.
Have you got anything to help my money go further?
Well, if you want to make some big savings, make sure to use Nectar Prices and your Nectar Prices at Sainsbury's. Together, they can save you over £450 a year on your food shop.
Bring it on.
That's a bit, that's bugging me now.
Sainsbury's. Good food for all of us.
Well, I'm keeping you entertained until the bigger streamers start up again. I might not be top class, A-list, but I'm high B-list, at least. at the end of the day, John Malin doesn't deny that I am the acting general of the Wolfpack. So what does that tell you? I am the official president of the John Malin fan club and the acting general of the Wolfpack, UK division.
The latest news. Next. In 10 meters, take a left at the pile of washing.
Sorry, what?
At the Valley of Toy Dinosaurs.
I bet you Yanks love an English voice. You want a woman.
Right at the floor drove. You've reached chaos. Recalculating. Suggest immediate course correction to IKEA for fitted wardrobes, children's storage, and cupboard organizers.
Posh one she is.
Discover smart storage at your local IKEA now. IKEA, wonderful every day.
I have an IKEA.
On your radio.
On radio.
And your smart speaker.
Play Hits Radio.
You have no idea what that is.
The top stories this hour.
Sorry, what?
Wilson is thought to have received a taxpayer-funded payoff.
Right, I've lost something. You have no idea what is. Am I being silly? I've probably just forgot. Sounds like she wants to scold me. Oh, and send me to the corner. Some men like that. Yeah, I couldn't date a posh bird like that. It'd do my head in. I guess he means John Malin. Oh, sorry, John Malin. If you're not familiar with Comicsgate, I often forget that I've got fans that don't even know what Comicsgate is, because I've been so involved with them over the past year. John Malin is the world's greatest comic book artist, basically. If you look him up, some people will deny that, but he's up there. He's in the top 5. So yeah, he's one of my very close friends. Whenever I invite him on my show, he comes. He doesn't let me down. Doesn't fall asleep. He doesn't do an Ethan Van Sciver and conveniently forget. John Malin never let me down, and neither did Shane when I invited Shane on. They like me. They're pretty sound with me, to be honest, because I like them. I like their art. Yeah, they're artists. When I talk about people as comic book artists, you can look up Comicsgate. You can, but that's up to you. That'll open a whole different rabbit hole of politics. But yeah, hello to anyone watching that knows me from the gig scene, from Jonny and the Gropey Postman, or the real life superhero movement. I do apologise if I leave you out sometimes. Like I said, I've been involved with Comicsgate so much that I forgot that probably about half of my subscriptions aren't from Comicsgate. No offence.
So today, Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien recreate Mean Girls.
Iconic. We've got
Right, there's no music on yet. The Wolf Father, yeah, Wolfman. The Wolfman. John Malin is the Wolfman, leader of the Wolfpack. Well, we are. I'm still counting Dennis's message as a super chat. So ignore the super chat box in the chat. It says 2 out of 5, but I'm classing it as 3 out of 5. So I need 2 more super chats, ladies and gentlemen. And I will end the show with the world's greatest pants dance. Internet gold. Internet gold. You can clip it, put it to any music you want. It's the only chance you'll ever get. Obviously, you see me dancing quite a lot, like my little jig, but this will be spectacular. I've got it building up. That's why I've been fueling up on Jaeger. That looks good, doesn't it? The silhouette of Nazi Chewbacca. It's like he's coming up behind me with his army of Wookiees. Nazi Wookiees. The Nazi Wookie. Oh, fuck. We have 11 people tuned in this morning, tonight, wherever you may be, whoever you may be. I want to say welcome. Any new viewers that have just tuned in? My name is Jonny Octavius Scab. I'm an odd fellow. I do a bit of everything, jack of all trades. I guess you could call me a creative, an artist, a performer, an entertainer, a clown, a jester. I do a bit of modelling, I do a bit of news reporting, a little bit of auditing, jack of all trades, everything. Voiceover work, songwriting, animation. You name it, I'll give it a crack. Welcome to my channel. And for those of you that would like to become members, I will remind you that my memberships are the cheapest on YouTube. I guaranteed. You can look up any other memberships. They'll all be rinsing you. $5 a month, £10 a month, all that bollocks. Don't go with them. Go with the brand you can trust. The cheapest memberships on YouTube. When I get 20 members, you'll all be getting a special surprise. I am going to also be doing a few merchandise auctions soon, and some strange things that I'm going to be getting rid of. Some original canvases, some possessions, some maybe even one of my masks. Yeah, I got a lot of merch actually being made at the minute as well. A few, quite a lot that I've sent away to be constructed. Let me catch up with the chat here. I've got to get some sleep, man. Thanks, David. Take care, mate. And I appreciate it. Thank you. No need to thank me. Thank you. Peace, David. Chat, take it easy. Safe, David. John Mayne. Rathchild 78. I like that. That's a good name. You'll remember, ain't ya, Rathchild? Because you're green. You're one of my members, I think. I think that's what it means. Your name's coming up in green. So, yeah, you're an officer. You're an officer of the Scab Legion. Much respect. Some people have been in there a long time. I've got some members, like Mr. Dennis Rodriguez. He's been in there for months and months. I think he's the highest ranking member. Because every time you stay in longer, you might not notice it, but you get it's a Roman symbol, and you start off the first legion, second legion. It's all in Roman numerals. So the longer you've been in there, you become a higher legionnaire, basically. Yeah, this is my little theme, Scab Legion. We are Legion. Now, thank you. Even if you didn't buy your memberships, thank you for just hanging around and actually interacting. I don't expect people to. I'm not one of these YouTubers that are going to milk you. I don't even expect to get any money. But one thing I do ask for is that you watch, you interact, you like, sub, share, spread the word a little bit. That always helps the channel out. I'm happy with that. At the same time, we get each other. And as I said earlier in the show, if I am a genuine friend to you, then you got a friend for life. If by some chance you've been one of the unlucky people that have managed to piss me off and turn my opinion against you, then it takes a lot to get back in my good books, and I can't apologise for that. It's just who I am. Sometimes I might be quick of temper, but I'm a very moral man, and I see a lot of little things that people don't class, a lot of big things that people don't class as big things. Piss me off, right? I'm easily pissed off. I'm a man of morals, and I have had a lot of arguments, especially in the Comics Gate community. I had a lot of arguments with people and stuff, and I don't regret them. Mario, the bane of my fucking life. Yeah, I don't regret it. Because as I always said, I'm honest. I'm an honest man. I'm an honest man, and I'll always say what I mean. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to pretend I like you if I don't, because I see that as cruel. It's better to be an honest enemy than a dishonest friend, isn't it? At the end of the day, you got to admit that. My enemies can respect me for that, at least. I'm honest. I'm going to tell you if I don't like you. You never got to wonder. You never got to wonder with me. You never got to go to that place like, oh, is he just pretending to like me? Because no, I'm not. You'd know if I was. I don't pretend to like people. It's not how I was born. It's not how I was raised. My old man always said to me, tell it how it is. Speak your mind. Stand up. Use your mouth. I don't let anyone take me for an idiot. What if we get? Rise up, Scab Nation. Man, that ringtone doesn't help. No, it doesn't. I will change that later. It's been when I first set it, it was all right because it wasn't going off a lot. But now it goes off a lot. It's like, oh, it's a bit too much. I just need like a ting, something like that. Simple, clean, effective. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in so far. I will what's the time? We're at 11 minutes past 9. I've been streaming for you lovely people since 7 o'clock. This is quite a long stream for me. Even my Scabcast. This is probably one of the longer Johnny's Talk Jives. I think I've done about 4 hours. Comics Gate Commandos, we might have done 4 or 5 hours once when I first started, when I created it. Yeah, I think that was the longest run. I think I've been on like a 5-hour stream. But yeah, this is becoming one of my longer ones, and it's all right because I've been away for a while, so I owe the people, don't I? I owe you a bit of my time and an explanation, and then just to let you know that Johnny's still here for you. I'm not going away anywhere, right? Lots of little maggots online have tried getting rid of me. What has it got them? Just more. When the thing is, right, when people start hating against Johnny Scab, you don't realise all the people that respect Johnny Scab. Do you know what I mean? I come into the Comics Gate community. I made a whole show promoting John Malin. Free promotion, not asking for anything. Do you think that goes unnoticed? Do you think that we're not mates, people like me and John Malin? People that you probably don't think we are. That's probably our little. The people that hate me, people that don't like me, probably think I'm lying about stuff like that. You can check all my shows. Whenever I've said I've had John Malin on, he's been on time. Right? We talk, me and John Malin. I'm gonna blow my trumpet again, but I'm just saying, don't look where it's cover, right? I'm mates with some very cool people. Mr. Dennis Rodriguez, Patrick Quinlan. I class him as a friend. All right. Now and again we argue, we moan a little bit at each other, but he's still a nice guy. I'm friends with a lot of people. I like Shane Davis in Comics Gate. We talk as well. I think a lot of these people look at Johnny and they think, oh, he's just some YouTuber, or whatever. I don't know what they think of me. But I'm an integral part of the internet. I'm like a virus. People have tried to destroy me. I come back even stronger. I'm like the plague. The more you hate me, the more I grow. That's my superpower. That feeds me, you know. That's how it is. That's how it will always be. And it makes people cry. Makes people cry because for some reason the ones that don't like me, they really don't like me. They love making up propaganda, trying to do anything they can, clutching at straws to try and make Jonny cry. It's basically like trying to fuck with the Joker. You know what I mean? Naive little idiots. Naive little idiots. I'm old enough to be these fucking children's father. Most of these people that hate me. Apart from maybe like Dark Gift, he's fucking ancient. He's like some old pedo, isn't he, that just like sits in his room all day, works at a bar, leching on women, and goes home and starts. You see, like with Dark Gift, apologies again for those of you that don't know who Dark Gift is. He's just some gimp who thinks he's a comic book artist. That's all you need to know. An old aging hippie who tried and failed at music, so he thought he'd give drawing comics a crack. Thing is, in his own head, right? When he's online, he's the king, he's the emperor. He runs Comicsgate. Literally, that's what he thinks in his head. In his demented mind, he thinks that he's on the same level as someone like Ethan Van Sciver, who sold like millions of comics. You know what I mean? That's how loony, that's how deluded these little losers are. You get some scabby hippie who makes who don't even draw, does he? Don't even draw. I can't even give him that credit. He just makes up stories. He uses some good artist to draw. Damn, I was trying to give him a bit of credit as well. What has he got? Yeah, in his own head, he is God. He's the god of Comicsgate. That's how he thinks. I spoke to him enough. I read people. I've studied psychology. I know what. And the way this person thinks is he thinks, oh, I'll be friends with everyone. That way I can't lose. I can't lose. I'll talk to War Campaign. I'll talk to Comicsgate. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to her. I'll advise them. It's the best way to be if you want to be a ratty cunt. If you want to be a friend, what is it? A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. You know what I mean? And that is a true saying. You got to have enemies in this world. If you ain't got a rival or someone you don't like or someone that don't like you, then you're doing something wrong. You're not living life. Life, you'll always get enemies in life. You need enemies. We need that to thrive. We need that to push us. If everyone was gay, right? If everyone was just gay little hippies like what Dark Gift wants to be like, everyone just be friends. And like Jay Barmer said, oh, can't we all just love each other? No, we can't. Don't you get it, you thick cunts, right? That's not the way the world works. Human beings need challenge. They need people to challenge them. We need to fight to evolve and survive. Everyone was just weak, loving each other all day. We'd be swag little creatures. We'd be creepy little de-evolved creatures that sit around on the ground with no bones, hugging each other. You know what I mean? We've evolved to be warriors. I don't see. I'm a very don't get me wrong, right? Jay Barmer's not been horrible to me, and I don't mind him as a person sometimes. Like, I can see inside he's probably a nice guy, but he's fell for it, hasn't he? He's such a little. He wants to be on every. He lives. That's his fame, isn't it? Going on people's streams. That's what makes him relevant in life. You know what I mean? I can understand that if that's your thing, if that's your spiel. maybe that makes him feel happy. But yeah, they're all they're simps, they're simping, they're very fickle. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't. You know what? I like some of the Comics Gate people. You know what I mean? And I always will, and I'll always be what do you call it, adjutant to Comics Gate. But most of them I'm done with, to be honest. I try to. You throw a dog a bone, what do you get? Fuck all. You know what I mean? When I throw a dog a bone, I don't expect to hear if it tastes good or not. You know what I mean? Bricktop style. Cheeky cunts. Right, 11. 11, that's like an angel number, isn't it? That's holy. We got 11 people watching. My 11 disciples. The disciples of John. Snatch. Yes, Snatch. Classic film. Another classic movie. Snatch. You know, I could even, we could even put films on, couldn't we? If I could share a screen, I could watch them. But then I'll probably get the stream taken down for copyright. In a minute, I've probably only got music strikes, not strikes, but demonetization. If I put a movie on, that's probably risky, especially when I'm trying to come back on more. Snatch. Yeah, I was saying earlier when we were talking about films, Sexy Beast, that's a good film for a gangster film. If you like British gangsters and British gangster movies, that's a good one. And of course you got Snatch, as Abu said. Lockstock and Two Smoking Barrels. We got much more though. We got older ones. You want to look for the older gangster movies in British, older British ones. Really, they're better most of the time. Sitting, oh, when do you want to? When will you fucking work? When I press the button. 13 viewers. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just waking up, if you're just going to bed, good morning, hello. It is Jonny. Good evening, good morning. It's Jonny Octavius Scab. I'm losing it a bit now. I've been streaming for, what is it, 2 hours? Yeah, about 2 hours and a half. Drinking Jaeger. I came through my cup of tea. Just want to do a little comeback stream. Right. Only 2 more super chats. Right, I'm going to give it, what's the time now? 22. I'm going to give it till 9:45. That gives you roughly half hour. If I ain't had the super chats by then, I'll add them on to the next show. All right. And I'll remember the ones that have been sent. So if we ain't had any more super chats by the time I stop, next time on my next stream, I'll put my goal as 2 super chats, and that'll be carrying on from this. So I'm not like, I'm not trying to grift. I don't want to keep doing that. I was just going to do it for that event, but we'll just save the event like we did with Adolf when I showed you my dog Adolf. I made people super chat to see Adolf, and then I chucked him on a reality episode. I made him appear magically. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, my dog is called Adolf. Little Adolf, actually. That's his full name, Little Adolf. And no, he's not after Hitler. He's actually after a German postman that I admire. If you know well, My members, I don't know if you can, I'll just show you on my phone. I put, we got some new gifts, right? Got this one, the free Tommy Robinson one coming up in the chat now, you'll see. Obviously, you've got the classic mustache man coming up in the chat now, as you'll see. I've been mixing them about a bit. I will change them again soon. Classic gay sailor Matt Barr coming up in the chat there. Look, Bjorn and Jonny. We got Bjorn and Jonny there in the chat. The king himself, John Mayling. The Prince, Shane Davis. What else you got? We got a Mailing Mysteries there, look. We got a Mange coming in from the outfield. And that is it so far. That is the emojis for the members so far, I think. Oh no, what's that? We got one more. Mong. We got the Mong face. There you go. That is the group of emojis that I've set so far. I change them regularly. All right. So you got, starting from the top, you got free Tommy Robinson, Adolf Hitler, gay sailor Matt Barr. You got Bjorn, Jonny, Malin, Davis, Merlin Mysteries, Mange, and a Mong face. I try to make it interesting for you. I try to keep you happy. And I always say, if you want me to do something, just comment on one of my videos or on my channel, interact with me. I'm open to all offers. I'm an entertainer. I'll do anything, pretty much, give or take. If you lot want to be entertained, then I'm here to entertain. Malin Davis. Yeah, that's definitely. I've got to get rid of that. Let's do a Malin now. Comes in right at the wrong time, doesn't it? I thought I found £1 earlier, right? This pissed off when I was in the pub, right? This, ladies and gentlemen, for that aren't British, this is a £1 coin. It's worth more than $1, but it's like the equivalent of $1, I guess. You'd call that, like, that's like our dollar, right? £1, even though it's worth more than that. Right, it's got the Queen's head on this one, as you can see, Queen's head just about, and it's got some. I think it's a Scottish thistle on the back. I think because they put things from all nations. I can't quite get it to focus. I've got a feeling it's a Scottish thistle. Anyway, my point. I thought I found £1 earlier. Right, this is a real pound, right? And I'll show you how close this fucking is. I swear this is some kind of conspiracy, right? This is the pound, right? That I just showed you. And this is what I found, right? From a distance, you can't tell the difference, can you? I bet you can, right? Someone like Dennis would, because he knows what it is, right? No, right? That's the pound. That's the pound I showed you. This one is a fucking euro. Right? You can't even spend that in England. They imitated our coins, right? And made them worth less, right? You can't even spend euros in Britain, right? Well, Ireland you can, but and nowhere else. How fucking close are they, right? I swear they're some sort of con, right? Fucking Europeans. I'm glad I'm not one. Fucking hate them. I thought I was £1 up, a quid in. Instead I got a euro. Oh, whoop-de-doo. That's about 20p. Bugs me. They look exactly the same, yeah. But the English pound was made before the euro. We've always had the pound. Granted, it didn't used to be silver in the middle. Maybe we got the idea from the euro. I don't know. Because old pounds just used to be pure bronze, just that colour on the outside. They were just like that all the way through. And then at some point in our history that I can't recall, they started putting these stupid silver bits in the middle, right? And how crap they're made, right? I've had pound coins before, and the silver bit in the middle has fell out of it. It's not even attached properly. It's fell out of the middle. Shit currency, isn't it? You think you put a bit of effort into it. Yeah, they're new pounds, Dennis. Not really new, but within, say, the last 15 years, I'd say, we've had those silver coins. Before that, if you look up the original pound coin from like the 90s or the 80s, we had them like that, just pure gold or whatever it is. I think it must be, thinking about it now, it must be the European influence that did that. God bless Gordon Brown. The only good thing Gordon Brown ever did for this country was keeping us out of the euro. We Swedes. Oh, you're Swedish. Brilliant. I love the Swedes. We Swedes. I'm honoured. I'm honoured to have a Swede in my chat. We Swedes regrettably joined the EU, but we voted down euro at least. Yeah, you can. I feel sorry for you being in the EU, but to be honest, it's probably more helpful for your country, isn't it? Like you're actually like joint to Europe. Britain's an island. We don't need anyone. We're like an island of warriors. You know what I mean? Like you lot can help each other, can't you? Over on the continent, you can actually walk across into each other's countries. What a stupid idea to make them look like bloody euros. Yeah, it is. Pound coins were real when I lived in Scotland. Yeah, I bet they were. Yeah, it couldn't have been that long then if you've seen the old pound coins. It was before the plastic notes, before when we still had paper money instead of the plastic. Now, I'll get it out. Well, I got some on me. Here we are, in the back of my phone. I always keep a wad in the back of my phone. It's my gig money. It's usually what I get paid from a gig, and then I just chuck it in the back of my phone. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the new notes, right? Plastic, as you can hear. I don't know if American notes have gone to that yet, but most European and British notes now are plastic. You could put them in a washing machine, they'd come out all right. In my day, you could rip a note in half, right? It was still legal currency. You could spend half a £5 note, right? You can't even rip these, and you couldn't even burn them. They'd melt into a big pile of gunk. What's that all about? You know what I mean? Disgusting. The death of tradition. The death of tradition will be the downfall of the world. I've always said it. Always will. People want to get rid of tradition. It started with things like the suffragettes, right? And for those of you that, have you not heard of the suffragettes? You probably have, haven't you? You've probably heard that they're a feminist, peaceful feminist protest movement that got rights for women in Britain back in the old days, like First World War times. Well, you'd be deceived, my friends, because you look up the history of Emily Pankhurst, right, and the suffragettes. Type in on Google the suffragette bombing campaign, right? These peaceful feminists went round bombing innocent children, men and women, right, to get what they wanted. So let's look into the dark part of history. Because whenever I see things about suffragettes, right, in the fucking films and stuff, it's all the good bits. It's all the, it's empowering to women. We are the suffragettes. They don't show you that they were as bad as the fucking IRA and Taliban. blowing up innocent men because they couldn't get their own way. That's one of the examples of the deaths of tradition, you see. There's lots of that. You're learning history, see? You're learning a bit of history with Uncle Jonny today. Bit about Jägermeister being a cough medicine. And now, Emily Pankhurst, the heroine to most women who are feminists, she's exposed as a terrorist. It was out there. The information's out there. But it's conveniently pushed aside. It's like that, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close. We are getting close to me having to go. It doesn't look like I'm going to make my super chat goal this show, but I do want to thank Dennis and I do want to thank Travis Perrick, who sent in the super chats. Top lads, fucking amazing. Dennis, you know I got your back, mate. Anytime. If you want to come over, anytime you're welcome. And I'm planning on visiting you in Germany over the next few years, money allowing. Yeah, I'd love to see Germany. I've never seen it. It's one country I've never been to, and I've always wanted to. I've been to a lot of countries, never Germany. I'd love to see some of the history there. Not that I liked, I like World War II history, you see. I'd like to see all that, like some of the buildings and stuff, if they still got them. I heard that, like, Germans are very, like, funny now, aren't they, about Nazi stuff and things like that. They get rid of it all, don't they, and hide it. I don't know if there's any museums over there that would show it. Because I'd like to see all the old, like, war stuff. I went to Belgium before. Belgium's got some good old war museums and stuff, and cemeteries and things like that. When we did a tour, me and Bjorn, that was one of the things I made him do, because he was driving the tour bus at the time. I said, Bjorn, we got to stop. We're in Belgium. We got to go see Ypres, right? There's this city called Ypres. Ypres. It's spelled Yeppes, I think. Ypres. And I went there with Bjorn. And it's an immaculate city, right? No litter, nothing. Forests are nice in autumn. Lots of mushroom hunting. Yeah. Yeah, what was I talking about then? I can't remember. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I got visiting Ypres, right, in Belgium. And during the Second World War, this city in Belgium, here we are, more history with Jonny Scab. This city in Belgium was occupied by the Nazis, right? And they were occupied for quite a long time. Then one day, and in fact, it was on Christmas Eve, right? One Christmas Eve, the Allied forces, led by British soldiers, stormed Ypres whilst the Germans were drunk on Christmas Eve. They were celebrating, drinking, falling asleep. We went in, sent the lads in, took Ypres back off the Germans. They surrendered. And ever since then, right, you can look this up, every day of the year, the city of Ypres closes down their city centre for about 3 hours, right? At the same time, every day of the year, right? To do a parade, a memorial parade for the British and Allied soldiers that died taking their city back off of the Nazis. That's how much they love Britain, the people in Belgium, how much they respect us for going and taking back their city that was occupied by Nazis. And I think it was British, Canadian, and Australians. I think it was 3 of them, combined allies. But yeah, you can look that up. is one of the only places in the world that celebrates the Allied and especially the British Army every day of the week. The city of Yeeps. Oh, fucking hell. I got a yellow super chat. I'm sorry. I had to look at my... You're joking me. 100 sec? Cool, that looks like fucking loads. Thank you, mate, for the Jägermeister fund. That's definitely like 100. It just makes it look lots, doesn't it? A sec. What's your money called? What is your money called in Sweden? A sec. A sec. What's the full word for it? Thank you for that. Though, Raf, you surprised me, mate. Top man. Much respect. You're always welcome on the channel. Swedish Krona, that's it. Yeah, sorry, I knew that. I actually knew that. I just couldn't think of it. I've heard of that before. Yeah, Swedish Krona. Crowns. That's what crowns. It probably was in the old days, wasn't it? We had even the British money was called crowns at some point. Shillings we had. Oh fucking hell! That means I've only got one more super chat to go, doesn't it? Before I got to do the dance. Well, I may as well stay on for another 10 minutes then, just in case, so I don't trip you all out of it. We'll give it 10 more minutes, right? It's 20 to 10 here in the morning. I'm going to stay on for exactly 10 minutes. Thank you so much, mate. Dennis, Travis Perry, everyone that's tuned in. Child 78. Everyone has tuned in tonight. Anyone who's watching it back, if you're not even here now, if you're looking back from the future, I am in the past, but I'm watching. Thank you for watching me. They call me the past man. The Vikings, yeah. Swedish are obviously Vikings, weren't they? Swedish, the Swedes, the Norwegians, Danish, especially the Danish, they loved it. I think that was it, wasn't it? Am I forgetting anyone? Iceland, in it. Some of them were Vikings, weren't they? But it was mainly Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. I think the major Viking countries. I may be wrong. Enlighten me, my Swedish friend. What countries around you had Viking clans, like Viking tribes? I always thought it was Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Iceland or Greenland, one of them, maybe. There's probably more. I'm missing some countries. I'm probably missing a few. Like, what about the Netherlands? Because they're close to you. Were they Vikings as well, or were they Saxon? I suppose they were a bit of both, weren't they, over time? The Netherlands. I like the Netherlands. I've been there once. Only once. But, yeah, once, I think. But, yeah. Good people over there. They're happy. Happy people. We got... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if... Yeah. Am I right about the countries, the Viking countries? I'd like someone to enlighten me on that. Is there a list of countries that were known to be Viking countries? Because I know Britain was very Celtic. It was obviously Pictish to start with, then Celtic, then Saxon, then Norman. Excuse me. You nailed them all. Oh, yeah. So there's about four Viking countries, maybe 3 or 4. But yeah, some of the greatest warriors in history. Much respect to the Vikings. I like warrior races. Even the Japanese. I love samurais. I think they're amazing. Such discipline. And even the Vikings, like, they weren't just a band of marauders. I know that they could be if they wanted to, like berserkers and stuff, but clever people, Vikings. Clever fucking people. Don't underestimate the Swedes. You know what else the Swedes make, don't you? Swiss Army knives. Oh no, that's not Sweden, is it? It's Switzerland. Sorry. What does Sweden make? What's your national thing? Because every country's got something that it produces, hasn't it? Like a production. Sorry to call you Swiss. That's a real insult, isn't it? I'm sorry. Yeah. What's Sweden's most known production? Most known item that comes out of Sweden? Snow, maybe? Am I joking? No, what else? What do they make over there? Yeah, what do you export? We used to have lots of music. Oh yeah, music, I guess, yeah. A lot of metal. You get a lot of like death metal bands, don't you, over there? I had a mate from Denmark who, not Bjorn. Bjorn's from Denmark as well, but I had another mate from Denmark, and he was in a death metal group, like a proper screaming band. Not my cup of tea, but they looked cool. They performed well, if you like that kind of thing. Music, yeah, the Swedes. I like the Swedes. This is kind of, well, I'd say I'm mostly down with Caribbeans, Hispanics, Saxons, and Vikings. Yeah, they're the people I get along with the most. Mostly, that are friends of mine in the world. Caribbean people, Hispanics of many different types, Viking and Saxons. Yeah, when I have to put all the people that I'm friends with into classes. I don't know any French people, thank God. I suppose actually I can't just say Hispanics, Latin, because I know a few Italians as well, and you can't really call them Hispanic, can you? Latin kind of covers it all. So if I say Latin, that's Italian, Spanish, French could be covered under Latin, maybe, because they've used Latin. Uh, yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling, you know. I don't think you lot are going to be lucky enough tonight, because there's not enough people watching to get one more super chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it for the next one, all right? On the next one, I will have a goal, and if I get it, I will end the show with it. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I fucking love you. Seriously, I'm not just spouting it. It's daylight outside. You've been watching me for almost 3 hours. God bless you. Much love to you and your families and your loved ones. May God shine upon you always. Try and be kind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fucking hell. You had to do it, didn't you? I'm going to have to do it now, aren't I? I'm a man of my fucking word. M1. Who's that? It don't really matter who it is, does it? I've never seen you before. Right. We need some music then, don't we? If I'm going to do this. Let me try and find some music. I'll give you like half a minute dance, all right? I've got to find some music first. You have. You have. Yes, you have. Mr. V. Mr. V. Have we spoken before? You seem familiar. Not that it matters. Even if you're someone that don't like me, it don't matter. Johnny don't really care. I'm a man of my word. Let's get some music. Friends and enemies, get ready. This is going to be a fucking amazing clip for you. Let's get this going.
£1,000.
Hopefully it won't be enough to get the channel shut down. No, it won't, will it? Might poke your eye out though.
Track from Ruby, who's been supported by BBC introducing in
Yeah.
Hereford and Worcester. It's called Forgive and Forget, a proper alternative R&B chilled out vibe to it. Here it is, it's our BBC introducing Tune of the Week on Radio 1.
If there's any people that don't want to see a semi-naked man dancing, I suggest you tune out now. You have been warned. That is a trigger warning. Adios, folks. Fucking love ya.